308 days. Imagine going 308 days in a cell in isolation. And the only time you're allowed outside is 10 minutes a day in an area as big as this. Oh, and you're literally in a cage. One mother in Western Australia says this is happening right now to her teenage son.
Jason is defeated. He is now destroyed, so he doesn't say too much.
The boy at the centre of all this is Jason, who doesn't want his face to be shown. He's an 18-year-old Maori kid, and he's been in and out of Banksia Hill Youth Detention Centre since he was 15. But the last 10 months have been the hardest of his life.
Jason has scars all over his arms. That he's had suicidal tendencies, which I was unaware of.
Why is this all happening? Well, in May last year, he was part of a riot at the centre where the kids broke out of their cells and caused a lot of trouble, setting fires, damaging property and threatening staff. But the reaction from corrective services was intense.
The guards used distraction devices and chemical spray. They were also armed with laser-sighted shotguns loaded with beanbag rounds.
First 2 weeks that the boys were not allowed out of their cells for more than 10 minutes a day, that they did not receive adequate education or medical treatment. They were handcuffed every time they left the cell, sometimes with up to 6 guards.
However, WA Corrections say young people are not held in solitary confinement at Banksia Hill, and people held in the intensive support unit are provided with programs, education and daily activities. So corrective services say one thing and Kylie and Amnesty say another. But who to believe? Well, stories like this are all too familiar.
The image you've just seen isn't from Guantanamo Bay or Abu Ghraib, but Australia.
The abuse of kids in Dondale Youth Detention in the NT sparked a royal commission. One of the key recommendations from that was that isolation beyond 24 hours and for the purposes of behaviour management or punishment be prohibited. But the Royal Commission was only looking at the Northern Territory. Despite tons of evidence, this is happening all over the country, to kids as young as 10, many of them Indigenous.
Queensland juvenile detention workers aware of systemic abuse.
Living hell inside Bunbury Youth Detention Centre.
Abuse in youth detention not restricted to the NT.
Right now, across Australia, the age that kids can be sent to jail is just 10 years old. Nationally, the incarceration rate for Indigenous kids is 24 times higher than for non-Indigenous kids. In Western Australia, it's 52 times higher. And 9 out of 10 kids in Banksia Hill, WA's only youth detention centre, have a severe cognitive impairment, many resulting from fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. This affects memory, attention, language skills, and most importantly, the ability to follow instructions. The whole point of putting someone in jail is so they can learn from their mistakes and rehabilitate, right? The question is, does a 10-year-old even know that they've done something wrong? Especially when they have problems with memory, paying attention and following instructions. At the very least, governments should make sure that kids aren't being kept in abusive, crappy conditions. But the Royal Commission report was handed down in November last year, and there hasn't been much real change.
So we're calling on the Prime Minister to take national action. We can't leave it to the states and territories. They are failing. The federal government must intervene and take action now.
Jason's mum says he's run out of time.
He is now applying to transfer to adult prison. His words to me were, any place has to be better than this. Then he will most likely be deported back to New Zealand. Jason will literally be homeless.